Welcome along to a very new look Gobby Gaffer. And if you don't know what that's all about, the last episode is a must watch, so I would advise you to go back and watch it. It's part 22 now of this save where the Gobby Gaffer, yeah that's me, and I'm managing Marseille over here in France, and things are going rather well at the moment. Champions League, anybody? I still think it's a bit of a stretch, but we have an awful lot to talk about. So let's kick things off with a couple of screenshots. The young kid, Pafundi, yeah, like I've said, he's going to be one of the best players in the world one day. 22 years old, and he's won Foreign Player of the Year. Yeah, League One Uber Eats Foreign Player of the Year, and this kid is amazing. I mean, let's just have a quick look at his stats. We're about halfway through the season at this point. So 17 appearances, 9 goals, 3 assists, 3 player of the match, 7.41 average rating. This kid is the business. And we are in a transfer window at the moment, and it's nice to see that on the manager timeline, record sales, and Marseille have raked in a club record 167 million from transfers this season. I think my transfer dealings have been a contributing factor to our success at the moment. And like I say, we are in a transfer window, and well, transfer business has been done. So I have spoken about unhappy players, and nobody wants unhappy players in the dressing room. Bitsiabu was my well, actually he wasn't backup left wing back, but he was an important player on that side. But he did want more playing time, was kicking up a bit of a fuss. So he has gone to Sporting, and well, we're getting anything up to 32.5 million for him. Alvaro Sanz, I brought him in when we were a bit of a lesser team and a lesser star rating. Alvaro Sanz was brought in as kind of cover, and he was a very useful player, kind of DM, either wing back. But we've signed more players now, and the star rating of the club has gone up, and Alvaro Sanz has dropped by the wayside. He's gone to Las Palmas, 9.75 million. And also Belurdi, our centre-back, another one, kicking up a din, and we can't have that. So he's actually been transferred, but he's not going till March, which is a little bit weird. But anyway, he's going in March, and we've got to just under 30 million for him. Okay, the exciting stuff. I think we've shown you Mustafic. He's coming for 25 million. This lad is going to replace Bitsiabu on that left-hand side. He's only 19 years old. I think he's got a tremendous career ahead of him, this lad. And, well, he's already played some games for us because Merlin picked up a bit of a nasty injury, which is not ideal. But anyway, yeah, Harris and Mustafic. With the sale of Belurdi, we did need a backup centre-back. Silla, our superstar centre-back, he's a 4-star player now. Came to me, wanted a new contract. I had to give it him. He's on a bumper, £250,000 a week, I think, now. But he's well worth it. Great player. And I am starting to get into that vein now. There is a point in the game, in Football Manager, where up to a point, if players start complaining and wanting more money, you don't give it to them because your club can't afford it. You're kind of moving through the gears as you were, with star rating, trying to bring better players in. But I think we're at that point now where players like Silla, I have to give them the money, because if I went out there, I probably couldn't sign anybody better than him. But anyway, this lad's coming in, and we actually we paid 6.5 million for this lad. I paid a little bit more in wages because Liverpool were hot on his heels. Yep, Liverpool were after him, and we snuck in there, and it's Cesar Gutierrez, 18-year-old Mexican. Again, looks very, very good. Very, very, useful player. Him and Schneider will be the backups for that central midfield, central defender partnership, which at the moment Silla and Baidu, are covering. But obviously, as the season goes on, Champions League, French Cup, we do need a good squad, and this lad I think will fit in very, very nicely. And a couple of players from South America next. And this lad, he's simply called Juan. A 20-year-old Brazilian. We paid 21 million for him, so we are splashing the cash a little bit, but we're actually training this lad to play as an attacking midfielder at the moment. Most of these young players who are coming in are getting put on development plans, so you know, obviously I play through the midfield, so players like this will get trained. He can already play as a striker. I mean, if you look at he's so quick, really, really quick. He's great at dribbling. His finishing's not great, but, you know, he can certainly dribble a ball. So we want him in that attacking midfielder berth where he can dribble through with his pace and whatever, and either create or bang the ball in the back of the net. But a 20-year-old Brazilian for 6.5 million, you don't say no, do you really? And then 8 million next, and again we've got a development plan on for this lad. He is going to be training to be an attacking midfielder, and it's De Silva, 18-year-old Brazilian again. Absolutely brilliant potential. Both the Brazilian lads there have both got 5-star potential. And, well, this team that I'm building, I've actually put Saint-Etienne back on the transfer list again because we do need the experience in there. Obviously, we do. But I kind of feel like Saint-Etienne is dropping down the pecking order now. We've got Eze in there who can support the young players. And he is a terrific player, Eze. 4-star. His star rating has not dropped. Saint-Etienne's has. And like I've said before, when the star rating of your club starts to rise, then certain players will fall by the wayside because they're not good enough. So how many Wonder Kids is that we've got now? Oh, I don't know. I give up. I've lost count. We've got that many of them. Okay, onto the schedule. 1 or 2 games have been played again, and the nice thing, if you notice, there is the kind of the goals against column, and for most games it's 0. Our defence and our goalkeeper are absolutely amazing. Ignore the Strasbourg result. I literally have no idea. In fact, as the game was playing, I think were we 1 or 2-0 up? I can't remember now. And I was just thinking to myself, you know what? This defence and this goalkeeper, I can't remember the last time they conceded a goal. And sure enough, we conceded 3. But anyway, Monaco at home. Monaco, I was going to say they're not the team that they used to be. They have actually been, I think they've been top of the league at one stage this season. They are actually doing okay, Monaco, this season, but not against us. We beat them 2-0. Havre, 3-0. The French Cup, we're moving through the gear. Well, when I say we're moving through the gears, we very nearly didn't start against Grenoble. Yeah, it was a bit of a stuttering start and a 1-0 away win. Normally in the in the French Cup 9th round, we normally put 4 or 5 past, a kind of a lower league team. But it was very, very close, that. Dinamo put a friendly in there. There was an international break. A 5-1 win against Dinamo. And then the French Cup 10th round, we did what we normally do. And we went away to Martigues. A 4-0 win in that one. And then the UEFA Champions League, next to last game, Real San Sebastian. That was a lot harder than it should have been. It was a 1-0 win. And today we have the last game against Arsenal away. You would think that would be a tough game, and it may still be, but Arsenal are languishing right down near the bottom, not doing that well. And of course we have Saint-Etienne in the league as well. So a couple of games for you today, and the news is that we have qualified already for the last 16. We'll have a look at the league table in a second, but I do just want to show you a couple of goals that were scored because, sometimes you need to look at these goals and, the quality behind them. So this was that Grenoble game, 1-0. And if you look at the passing and the movement and watch this header from Profunde, absolutely beautiful goal. I can't stop watching it. It's a thing of beauty, this. Unfortunately, the highlight doesn't show you the build-up play. And we may as well watch all of the goals in this one. This is the 10th round of the Cup. One of these goals, well, to be honest, they're all good goals. Nice goal there from home to open the scoring. That's 1-0. But the goal by Amior that we're going to see shortly, absolute beauty. We don't score many goals from corners, but home there gets up to Eze's corner. And Eze again with another... is this the one? Look at that for a goal. Amayor just gets hold of that with his left boot and says, have some of this. What a stunning goal. And this is the last goal. Costa feeds it into Eze. Bang, 4-0. And something I don't normally focus on, but I've been at Marseille now for quite a while, and I have won everything in France. The only thing I've not won with them is the Champions League. But I don't expect to be in the legends, but why am I not in the icons? I'm nowhere to be seen. I mean, it's very weird. And I am still only a 3-star manager. So trying to get, if I wanted to go for jobs with a 4.5-star club, then I'm probably not going to get them. My rating just doesn't seem to be increasing at all. And lastly, the league table. So the French league, we are still top there by 3 points, 41 points off 19 games. The Champions League table, I'm pinching myself a little bit here. We are in second place, joint points with Real Madrid, 18 points. And like I say, we have finished now in a position where we don't have to play that playoff game that we've been playing. And we go straight into the last 16. So Arsenal today, it doesn't really matter too much what happens in that game. But if you just have a quick look down the table there, in 19th position, shall we say languishing. It's a good word, languishing. Languishing in 19th place are Arsenal. 7 games played and only 9 points on the board. Like I say, it doesn't really matter whether we win the game or not today. We are through to the last 16. But another win, 2.4 million. And, well, it keeps that ball rolling nicely, doesn't it? Okay, lots of shiny new faces around the club now. Quite a few of them are quite young, and probably most teams would stick them in the reserves or loan them out. In fact, I think one of the players that we signed, the parent club, did want them, on a loan back, and I refused it. It might have been the centre back. I'm not quite sure now, but I'm not loaning anybody out. These kids are good enough to play, in the first team, and they will get some game time, believe me. So anyway, we need to jump into a game now, and it's Arsenal, the last game in the kind of the initial phase in the Champions League. It's Arsenal. It's away from home. Can we beat them? It would be a feather in our cap if we could beat what should be a very, very good Premier League side. Let's get stuck in. And the average age of this team now is getting younger and younger by the minute. The team is Restes in goal. Schneider has had to come in at left wing back. Merlin is out injured. I don't want to put Mustafic in from the start, really, because he's only a young kid. He can come on if we're doing okay, but it's Schneider at left wing back, Silla and Baidu centre backs. Alcalde comes in on the right side. He has improved immensely, this kid. When I first played him in the team, he didn't look that great, but he has learnt that role really quickly and looks a very, very valuable addition at home. Very, very tired today. The midfield three, Costa, Maselli and Musa. Profundi, the superstar, with Eze just behind Amayor up front. And as the players come out to the Champions League anthem, we hope we can do a job today. It's not going to be easy. It's a packed house at the Emirates Stadium. Like I say, this game will not be easy. I mean, even, I would take a draw, but it's one of those games, isn't it? If we turn up and we turn on the style, the problem is when you start, and say Arsenal have got the first highlight, Odegaard there, and Restes, I'm not sure. Did he turn that round? It looks like there was an infringement. But yeah, when you're bigging your players up before a game, and like Profundi, he'll probably have the worst game in his life now, because they have spoken a lot about him. But I think we do need to go to attacking, because at this moment in time, we're not forcing the game at all. Although Arsenal are not doing that well. And Odegaard again, ball struck in, the ball's in the back of the net. The flag stays down, and Arsenal are winning 1-0. And to be honest, I'm not used to this. I am not used to this at all. I'm used to us battering teams, and even the games that we've kind of snuck. They got a little bit of a lucky rebound there, didn't they? Even the games that we've snuck like 1-0, we've been all over them. I mean, do I need to mention the Montpellier game again? I mean, the football that we played in that game, the football we've been playing in most games, to be honest, this season, has been absolutely outstanding. But it looks like we are getting a bit overridden here. Is Costa going to pick that one up? No, Odegaard now. He's running through the midfield like it's not there. But a lovely interception by Costa. Gabriel Jesus there. What is going on? Great save, though, from Restes. And, he gets us out of the mire with that one. Saka, Odegaard and Arsenal are absolutely running riot. 6 shots, 3 on target. We're not even in this game. Okay, we are at half-time and we've now had 1 single shot on goal in the first 45 minutes. We are going to say we're disappointed, and generally that kind of tells you that we need to change something. So I am going to change things. Profundi can actually play as a very fancy false 9, and that's exactly what we're going to do with him. Eze, we're going to move slightly inside there. Spertian, I think we'll bring on. We need the experience, to be honest. Costa is looking a little bit tired, so Ketchner can come on for him. And let's see if we can make a better job of it in the second half. And 55 minutes on the clock. We've had our first shot. Arsenal, 9 shots, 5 on target, and an XG of 1.19. So we're back again with another Arsenal highlight. And this is not looking very good, I have to say. Arsenal have been absolutely dire in the Champions League. And a missed tackle there on that side. We do win the ball, however, though. We are working hard. And, if your team's working hard, you can't criticise. The skill level doesn't seem to be there today, does it? That's a lovely ball forward, though. Profundi can put those in the back of the net all day long. And he's hit the post. Wouldn't you just know it? Come on, Alcalde there. A nice, he ran in and picked that ball up nicely. Okay, I think we are getting an indication here as to why we're not playing well. My team's absolutely shattered. And I've made all my substitutions now, and the wing backs look absolutely shattered. It's not looking good, this, to be honest. But we do need a goal in this game. Otherwise, we're going down, and even a point at this stage would be good. So it's strikers I've brought on. The new young kid, Juan, has come on up front with a Dingra. Very disappointed with the Dingra. He's not had too many starts, but when he's come on, he's not looked that good, really. And Moran has come on in midfield. And we have woken up a little bit. 4 shots, 2 on target now, but our XG is very, very poor. And at this stage now, it does look very much like we are going to go down to Arsenal. It's only our second loss in the Champions League this season, I think. And, I would have expected to lose at Arsenal. But when I looked at the league table, I thought, you know what? We could actually do this. But I don't think it's going to be. Unless we nick the ball there and go down the other end and put the ball in the back of the net. It's Arsenal again, are just passing the ball around us. We just don't seem to be at the races. And I think it is it's tiredness, this. We have had a lot of games to play. And it's definitely showing in this game. But Moran does pick the ball up. Fresh legs, but he is only a young kid. Can he find a pass? Musa to Spertian. Lovely ball to Juan. Juan is going to have a run at him, I think. And Juan runs through. Oh, I thought that was in the back of the net. And that is unlucky for the young kid, although the flag was up. 4 minutes of time added on. And it's looking very much like we have gone down to Arsenal. Not great. Tiredness a big factor. But that does make me wonder whether we still are not quite up to the Champions League. That is not great. Well, the important thing is we're through to the last 16, so we don't have that playoff game to play. But now we do need to concentrate back into the league again, and it's Saint-Etienne. And this tiredness that we've got through the camp is a little bit worrying. And I don't know whether I might have to rotate for this game. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll have to see. We'll see you in the dugout. Okay, well, we've definitely suffered this season with Champions League hangovers. You know, generally the game after a Champions League game, we don't do that well. I have had to make a lot of changes because, well, about 9 of my players are very tired going into this game. As you can see there, both my centre-backs. But Schneider, who I played at left wing-back, he's very tired as well. So we are struggling a little bit in here now, and it's Restes in goal, back four of Mustafik, the new kid, Silla, Baidu and Holm. We do have Gutierrez, the young kid who can come on at centre-back. We need to get 2 or 3 goals up though. Whether that'll happen or not, I don't know. Moran and Ketch to come into midfield, so that midfield 3 includes Costa, Spurtsian and Eze. Nice experience in there. Profunde, very, very tired. And Amiot is looking tired up front. But the young kids that are brought in to play up there are still getting used to the system. So it's not ideal. Next season, I think, well, we'll see a different Amiot next season, but we'll certainly see a different team next season. Let's get stuck in, shall we? And we're underway. One of the things that I've really enjoyed about this team this season, and I suppose it is dangerous, you know, talking about these things, because generally when you talk about something, Football Manager is listening and those things tend to get overturned. But I don't think that's a penalty, ref. But you know, I've noticed like Profunde winning balls in like the fullback role, and it's just a joy to watch. Oh, we've got a penalty. It's an absolute joy to watch. Yes, we will give it to Eze, because I think we do need a bit of experience. Amiot quite tired for today, so Eze hopefully can put us 1-0 up. But yeah, players all over the pitch. You know, I've got full-back scoring, central defenders scoring. Again, this season, goals are coming from all over. Since I converted Amiot to complete forward, he's been on the score sheet as well and doing quite well. But that's a nice penalty from Eze, puts us 1-0 up. But yeah, this team is surprising me with the work rate is off the scale. Absolutely amazing work rate. 25 minutes on the clock. Saint-Etienne with a free kick. Restes needs to be at his best here, but he is a very, very good goalkeeper. And I think again there he does say, does that come off the crossbar? I mean, the only game that he's not looked great in was the which one was it now? Was it the Strasbourg game? And we conceded 3 goals. It was just one of those games, again, like the Montpellier game. We just couldn't do any right, and it was weird. But 7 shots, 1 on target, XG of 1.23. Saint-Etienne will come back into this game at some point. And another goal here would be absolutely brilliant, but Spurtsian there, taking over from Eze and Profundi, free kick duties, and that goes into half-time. So we're just going to say we're pleased. We do have to have a look for tiredness in the team. Obviously, Silla and Baidu are looking very tired. I think we are going to give a debut to Gutierrez because we need to keep it tight at the back. And a highlight straight from the kickoff. We all love those, don't we? Highlights straight from the kickoff. Right, just short passing, lads. Find a white shirt. Don't give the ball away. Lovely ball from Ketch to Amiot is through. And can he beat his man? And he pulls the shot wide. And that is unlike Amiot. Amiot normally is a very decisive striker. So 63 minutes and with only 2 shots on target, which is not great. And we are slimmest of leads, 1-0. So this game could go either way at the moment. Juan, the young kid, has come on up front. Amiot looking very tired. In fact, the whole team is looking very tired. We really could do with a bit of a break. That playoff game that we've avoided is really important now because we're just going to be playing, well, we're in the French Cup, but we're just going to be playing the French Cup and league games. Hopefully we'll be able to get our breath back a little bit. Ibrahim, who has fallen down the pecking order a little bit. At one time, Ibrahim was like the rising star of the team, but he comes in for a game today. And Boisson, likewise, a very, very good French midfielder, young French midfielder, not really getting the game time that he deserves, but he gets a chance today. So Spurtsian with the corner. Like I say, we have dropped to our number 2 tactic now, which is just to basically hold the game. Alcalde, my new young right wing back, he's had to come on in the centre of defence. but 4 minutes of time added on. Can we hold on to this? This will be a very important 3 points. And that is a very, very good win. Don't underestimate that win. We're playing a lot of games. There's a lot of young players in this team now. A lot of the experienced players are very, very tired. Played a lot of minutes this season. To get a 1-0 at Saint-Etienne, who are 11th in the league, that is a very, very good result. And I don't know what my assistant manager is on. He just seems satisfied all the time. Satisfied. He goes through life. He's just satisfied with everything. No, we're delighted, mate. Come on, cheer up. There's more to life than being just satisfied. And of course, Paris Saint-Germain always have that late kickoff. Yes, they're playing at 8 o'clock. Not sure why that is. Answer. Put something in the comments. Anybody who knows why Paris Saint-Germain always have that late kickoff that I think gives them the advantage. Put it down in the comments. If you're from France and you support football, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but comment down below. Why do PSG always kick off late? Okay, 20 games played, 44 points. We hope Paris Saint-Germain will lose. I don't think they will, but they've not had the greatest of seasons, if I'm honest. Well, there's plenty to look forward to here in Marseille, and yep, this is a new style Gobby Gaffer now. I'm going to play with a smile on my face, even if we're losing games. It's going to be very difficult because, as you can see, I can't really smile very well when we're losing games and things are not going well. But I'm going to try. So very exciting times here at Marseille. Champions League, we're in the last 16. It will be very tough. We're not going to win it this season. But then again, that's the assistant manager's feeding into me. He's just satisfied all of the time. We're delighted with the Champions League. We're delighted with the league. We're delighted with the French Cup. Can we win it again? Can we do the double? Can we do the treble? Well, you'll need to come back next time and see whether the Gobby Gaffer can wave his magic wand and win another trophy or 2 or 3. We'll see you very shortly.